Alright guys, welcome to this WWE Roadblock Pre-Show stream, where today I'm not actually by myself, I'm actually joined by a special guest. So I've got the lovely Miss RevELLEution with us. How are you doing, Elle?
I'm not too bad, a little bit hungover, I guess.
Well, after last night's antics, I'm not surprised. I'm feeling a little bit worse for wear as well. So if anyone doesn't know, we're actually playing Black Ops. It's kind of become like a weekly thing, playing zombies on a Friday night now.
Yeah, it's like our Friday night zombies.
And you had the great idea this week of bringing in a drinking game.
Well, I didn't think we were going to drink that much, and then we drank far too much.
Well, I think you did. That was like 2 pints or so. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah, and the rest.
If we'd stuck to the rules, say it was every time someone went down, then they had to have a drink. I ended up going down quite a bit, to be fair. I'm sure you'd done that on purpose, though, just leaving us to all those zombies.
It's not my fault you died.
It's purely my fault, but you could have helped. You could help a little bit. So anyway, that's enough zombies for now. We're going to be talking Roadblock. So we've got a couple of matches on the card. We've got 5 matches. It doesn't feel like this is a full card. If this is going to be a 3-hour show, I would have expected it to be, I don't know, maybe another match or two on there. Does it seem quite small?
Yeah, it seems like really, really short, but I suppose it's only like a special, so I don't mind too much, but at the same time, I'm not fully excited because of that.
Yeah, it's kind of like a glorified live event at the minute. It's not like full-on pay-per-view or anything. They've been good in the past, though. Like, I'm quite looking forward to just the matches themselves, because we've got quite a few good wrestling matches in the past, and they've just added Charlotte against Natalia. And was it the first takeover they had that match against each other?
Yeah, and it was a really good match, yeah.
So I'm actually looking forward to that, just to see sort of what they come up with, because it was so good last time. I'm really looking forward just to seeing what they do this time. And Natalia, she hasn't really kind of been in this focus, this Divas RevELLEution, so it's good to see actually in there.
Yeah, and she always puts on a fantastic match, so it'll be good. I think they're going to get a lot of time as well.
I think they will. I think it'll be a really good contest. I think they'll get quite a lot of time. And being like a live event special, I think, that'll be in abundance. So we should see pretty much the best of them. I think this will be one of their best matches. We've got quite a few people in the comments at the minute. So we've got 93 watching. So hello everyone in the chat. Got lots of people in there. How are you feeling about Roadblock? Everyone in the chat? Is it something you're all looking forward to, or? Some people seem quite hyped. Are you feeling the hype, Elle?
Everyone's still saying hi. I wish I was feeling the hype. I probably will when it gets closer, but right now I'm just waiting.
Yeah, I think it's like one of them ones where I don't feel too hyped at the minute, because I feel like everything's a bit predictable. But I think once it starts and the matches start and it's good matches, and I'm quite looking forward to that. So we've got loads of people in there now. We've got Brian in there, Creepy Boss, lots of familiar names. No sign of the PWO at the moment.
Good.
I'll have to say 2 Italian people in there. Yeah, so there's
a lot of people are saying they don't know how they feel about it, which is kind of surprising.
I know, but I think that is kind of the feel that most people seem to have. Do you think it's going to be unpredictable? Or do you think this is one of them ones where we're going to predict all these outcomes and it's going to be pretty obvious?
I don't know, I think because a lot of these matches don't necessarily matter. I think a lot of it is unpredictable, but I dare say the main event's probably predictable.
Yeah, I'm hoping they do something different. Could you imagine if Dean Ambrose actually leaves this as WWE champion? Not only would it be amazing, but because this is a network special, it's not on pay-per-view, it's like an amazing way to kind of advertise the network.
Well, Tubatelli had this awesome prediction earlier on, and he said that maybe Roman Reigns could cost Dean Ambrose, so it kind of gives some feel of Roman Reigns, and kind of does something that they could come back to after WrestleMania.
I actually think that's a really good idea. I would love to see that, and with Roman being off TV, we're kind of waiting for him to come back, so I think it works doing that. It's good just to get him involved, because it's weird having him in this WrestleMania match. He's not even on TV. He's taking a break.
I think as well that there's going to be no chance that the fans are going to get behind Roman Reigns, and you can't necessarily turn Triple H face, So I think that's probably the best thing to do, just piss all the fans and have him beat Dean Ambrose up or something.
I think it would be awesome. Do you think he'll show any emotion?
Probably not.
I don't think he will. So we've got loads of people in here now, actually all around the world. We've got greetings from Chile, from France. So it's so cool seeing everyone in there. A lot of people are asking questions, so we'll try and pick out a few of these questions to go through. What we're going to do as well is invite someone in to play a match with her. So I don't know which do you think is probably best to go with? Should we go?
I think you should do probably the New Day versus League of Nations. It's probably going to be the first match of the night, so...
I think so. Everyone's sitting watching a blank screen at the minute, so we're just on the menu, so I should probably do something. What I'll probably do then, I'll set this up. If we can have the League of Nations and the New Day. While I'm setting this up, Elle, is there any comments standing out? We've got any good questions there?
A lot of people are just giving the predictions for now. And who do you think WWE will fire in the next year? Ooh, I could name a few.
I could name a few. There's so many I think is going to go after WrestleMania.
I think a lot of them should. I think most of Social Outcasts should probably go.
I don't know why you hate the Social Outcasts. They're so good. They're like a little not as good New Day. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a rip-off New Day, yeah. I think they're like... I think the better as they are now in a group. I think collectively they were so bad, but I don't know, I kind of like them.
Well, you're probably the only one. Speaking of groups, XW said, do you think Bullet Club will keep their name or they'll be called something else?
Well, we've seen this name, Bulletproof. Did you see that?
No, I've not seen that, but I like that.
We've got Bala with the Bullet Club, the Bala Club, but he's mentioned Bulletproof as well, so he's got a new t-shirt with Bulletproof logo on there. So I kind of like that name. I think they should probably go with that one.
I quite like that one. I also like Bala Club, I don't know. There's a few good ones I could do. It's
Bala
just a
Club
shame
works.
they couldn't keep the original one.
It would have been so good if they did, but I don't know. I think Vince probably doesn't want to spend that much. I think New Japan can charge what they want because they make so much money from it. They can kind of hold them at ransom over that. I think Ballet Club
A
works
lot of
pretty
people
well.
think Bulletproof.
Yeah, Bulletproof sounds pretty cool. I like that option. I think that's probably the best one to go with.
Hazard says, do you think AJ Styles will be versing Chris Jericho at WrestleMania?
I think he probably will. I think that's when we're going to get the match. I thought they might have added it on tonight. But I don't know. I think it's probably one that they're going to save for WrestleMania. Are you happy with that?
Not really. I think we've already seen it, so I would have preferred something else, but Kevin Owens is having his thing with Sami Zayn, so it's like,
Yeah, it's a strange one. I would have said prefer to see Owens and Styles, but after the last one, I think I can probably go with another one. I think it'll be pretty good. Like, the tag team match I had with the New Day was absolutely amazing.
I think they'll perform well and things. I would have preferred something new, because like, it's all we've had since debut. So I wanted something else, especially for WrestleMania.
Yeah, I kind of wanted something fresh. This has gone on for a while. I didn't think they'd have this many matches. What do people in the chat think? Is this something that you want to see? Or would you prefer to see move on to someone else? I think AJ was the name I really expected, but I don't know. I kind of like the option now.
No comment.
I'm not selling it very well, am I?
No.
Brian's asking when the next community showcase is. So we're going to have a showcase up on Monday. We're going to be doing them Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, Sunday next week. So I'm going to be putting up a new schedule video. That'll cover everything on the Smack Talk channel because it's going to cover showcases. Going to be doing a lot more modern content. It's going to be some tutorials when it comes to modern as well. So there'll be a big focus on that this year. And then we're also going to cover some Regeneration X stuff. So me and Elle, if you don't know, we've got a joint channel called Regeneration X. So we've been doing lots of different things on there. Elle, you've got a new Minecraft series that you released kind of a trailer for tonight.
By someone who did like an awesome job on the intro, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Like, I don't want to promote it too much because it's probably going to be a little while yet, but like, if you're into like sci-fi programs and movies, there's going to be connections to things like Doctor Who, maybe things like Alien and Predator, so it'd be worth watching if you're into geeky stuff like that.
It should be really cool. If you're into like, geeky things like that, if you're into Minecraft, I think it's a really good combination.
I think it's just generally our geek channel.
It is, but it's so good just to have something to kind of switch over to instead of just constantly doing WWE, even though we're kind of covering WWE at night and it's something that we do as a main channel. But it's always good to have something just to switch between.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a good thing to like have a few things going, because I wouldn't say wrestling gets boring, but you kind of need that release of something else now and again.
Yeah, you really do. I think tomorrow, like, Dale's going to get his release because Delzinski's going to be joining with play some Grand Theft Auto.
If he turns up.
If he turns up in his little mini. His little pink purple mini. I can't remember. He's so proud of it though. If anyone's in the chat and they want to join with, I think welcome to join, because you can have like 32 people or something online, can't you?
Yeah, it's a lot of people, so we could definitely get other people involved. I'm noticing XDW wants to know if you think CM Punk will return.
Well, there was a big rumour about this last month, wasn't there? That maybe he could return and he wasn't going to fight in the UFC. I do want to see him back, but I kind of want to see how he gets on in the UFC now. I don't think he'll drop out of it.
It's like a really strange one, because I think I'd got over that CM Punk wasn't there, and then when these rumours came about, I don't think I realised like, how much I'd actually missed him.
Yeah, it's one of them ones where there's so much talent at the minute, you don't really realise. Like, it's when someone points it out and you're like, God, yeah, CM Punk's not there. I do actually miss him. I think the promos more than anything, like with the pipe bombs and stuff, just what you come out and say, because there's always like a bit of truth in it. So yeah, I think that's what I miss.
Like, I think I was kind of expecting something to come from that Shane promo to do with CM Punk, and obviously the fans shouted it, but I wondered if it was going to go down that route and we were going to get CM Punk back.
Yeah, I would love to see that happen. I think the relationship, though, at the minute, I think that's something that, you know, it might take a while for them to kind of resolve when he does finish in the UFC. But I hope one day, like, it would be awesome to see him back. Just looking at the comments there's lots of people saying hi, so hi to everyone in the comments. Hellish Smile is just talking Life is Strange. He's been watching it on Regeneration X. So I hope you've been enjoying that. That's been probably one of my favourite games to play through.
It's definitely like a tearjerker, like once you get to the end. It's definitely worth checking out.
It's really cool. Like, if you haven't checked it out yet, try checking it out. It's something different, but it's so cool and so geeky. I think like it's one of them ones where there's so many different elements to it. Then I think most people will like it for one reason or another. Some people asking about pre-show tonight. I don't think there is a pre-show. I haven't heard anything for this, so I don't think we're actually getting a kick-off. It's kind of strange. It's like the first time for a while.
Unleash wants to know what's your thoughts on Vince hating NXT and the whole situation with Tyler Breeze.
I was reading this earlier because I think I'm probably going to cover a little bit this tomorrow in This Week in Wrestling. I don't know if he really hates NXT. Like, from what I read, I was trying to get like a bit of information on it, and he says that he's a fan of NXT, but then when you look at the way Tyler Breeze is being booked, I think a lot of NXT talent are scared to come up the main roster now. It's like none of them want to get booked like that.
It's like a really strange thing, because like I love Vince as a character and things, but I think he's kind of past his time. I think what he considers like worth watching, I don't think that's the same thing that wrestling fans want these days. Like, just look how great NXT's becoming. Things are good deep, but yet he wants to go back to the old way of doing things, and I really don't think that works anymore.
I really don't think it does. I think it's kind of really outdated the way he's going with it. I think one question for the chat is, like, recently this week we're seeing Sami Zayn actually get called up to the main roster. So in the comments, let me know, what do you think Sami Zayn's booking is going to be like? Because I've got a feeling that's going to be completely different to the way Tyler Breeze is getting handled. What's your
You'd
take, Elle?
hope so.
Do you think it's going to be different? Because if he goes the same way as Breeze, that's going to be devastating. Like, so many Sami Zayn fans, Breeze has just been completely buried.
I don't know, because like when you look at a lot of NXT people like Neville and things, like I'd probably even say Kevin Owens hasn't done that good. And like you said, great matches, but I don't think any of them have really gone that far yet. So it's a hard one to judge.
It is. It's. I don't think we've really got anyone that's been pushed like too far. Big E's gone quite well. Like he was. I think he was the first NXT champion. I always kind of forget about that because it was so long ago. But he's like had someone. He's been someone that come up at first. And he was kind of aligned with Ziggler, and he was still in the spotlight, but he kind of took a kind of backstage to Ziggler role. I think in terms of a main talent from NXT, I think Zayn's probably the first one, aside from Seth Rollins and The Shield, obviously, like a singles competitor that's really going to get that big push.
Madness says he could be like the next Daniel Bryan. I think that's definitely possible.
I think he could be. I think he's someone that a lot of the fans are really going to get behind. Creepy Boss just corrected as Seth Rollins, obviously the first NXT champion. I totally forgot about that.
Oh, of course, yeah. I totally forgot that as well.
So did Big E beat Seth Rollins? I can't remember. Did he relinquish the title when he come the main roster?
He must have. It seems like so long ago.
It was a lifetime ago. It's like so long now. Like, time in wrestling seems to pass so long, so quick.
I think for me, because I focus on the divas and stuff, like the only ones like I fully remember is like Charlotte and Sasha Banks and things.
I know, like it's really hard when you sort of go back. So like one of the questions in there at the moment from Aksu, he asks, who was the champion after Big E? So can you name the NXT champions?
I can name a few of them. Seth Rollins, Big E, was Neville, Neville, but was Bo Dallas.
Bo Dallas as well. And just think of him on the main roster, poor guy.
Other than that, I'm not too sure. There might not have been anymore. I don't think him who's injured on the panel, Corey Graves, I don't think he quite got it.
I don't think Graves did. I think you've named them all, to be honest. Seth Rollins, Big E, Bo Dallas, Neville, Sami Zayn. Who else we got? There's obviously Balor now. Kevin Owens?
I think Tyler Breeze should have been on that list.
Tyler Breeze really should have. Like, I feel really sorry for the guy. We've just been talking about him on the main roster. He got overlooked in NXT as well.
Apparently Corey was. I didn't know that. I know he was a tag team champion, but...
Yeah, I remember I'm sure he was a tag champion with Neville.
Yeah, and then like they had that feud afterwards.
Yeah, I don't think he was a world champion in NXT. I can't remember. I'm probably wrong. I'm wrong about most things.
Speaking of championships, Bullet Club, I think they'll bring back the someone new wins it.
Say that one again. Brings back.
Bullet Club versus the Shield wants to know if they'll bring the women's championship back.
I think if there were, then WrestleMania is the perfect time to do that. Like, I think this match is going to be huge for the Divas division or the women's division. Do you think they will? I would love to see it happen.
I think there's a definite chance because they were wanting to get rid of the term like diva and things, but then it's like, what do you call them? Like the women of WWE. So I don't know. I think we might get like a totally new kind of phrase and totally different title.
I think it's like a good time to do it. I think it probably needs it. Even if they just update the title. That bloomin' Butterfly title, like, it looks so out of place in wrestling.
Don't just title, I've got one of those.
I knew you were going to say that. do you not think it's out of place though? Like, would you prefer the women's title or would you prefer a new design?
I think I'd prefer a new one because I kind of think while I love the old one and I've got that one as well, like it'd kind of be outdated and I don't think it'd work the same way that the Intercontinental worked. I think you need something new.
Yeah, I think if they bring it back, it needs to be new design. I don't think they'll probably go with the old one. I've just noticed Goldie's in the chat, so shout out to Goldie.
There's a lot of regulars turning up. Mr. America's in the chat. We've got Mr. Creepy Boss. We've got Joshua. There's a few regulars turning up.
It's so cool to say. It's always good when you get the same people in there. There's so many great people in this community, and it's always good when you get to do a live stream. Just get to see the same people and just get that conversation going.
I totally forgot you were still playing the game.
Well, this is just AI at the minute, but I don't know. It's all breaking down. It's going all to hell on the outside here.
So we should get like people's prediction for this match. Seems as you're stimulating it.
I think we should. I think, guys, in the comments, let us know what you think is going to happen in this match. Obviously, the tag team title's on the line. I kind of forgot about this. I've set this up as a 6-man.
Oh, totally.
But this is actually a tag team match. Totally overlooked that. Do you think we'll have new champions?
I hope not. I think League of Nations is a really crap team.
They've been so bad, to be honest. Honestly, I kind of think of like a worse faction in recent years. You're going to say in the Social Outcasts, I know you are, but I kind of think of like a worse faction at the moment. Like, they put them together and I thought they were going to do big things with them, with Sheamus as the leader. It kind of just faded away. Like, the Social Outcasts have probably won more matches than they have.
Yeah, I think they kind of ruined the whole Sheamus thing with Roman Reigns winning the belt and things. I think once that happened, it was kind of like his time was over.
I think so. I think he kind of... If it wasn't for everything that happened with Reigns and Reigns getting pushed, I think they could have probably stuck with Sheamus.
Yeah.
But I think because of what happened and pushing Reigns instead, Sheamus had to take a backseat and they probably changed the plans that I had originally.
Oh, apparently John Cena's posted a ticket of WrestleMania. So it looks like John Cena could be back.
I don't know. Do you not think that maybe means he's going to be watching it in attendance this year?
Well, I'd prefer that.
Do you not want to see him on the card? Would you have preferred Cena against The Undertaker? Because I think that's the original match.
Yeah, I think I'd prefer that. I think it'd be a bit more like God who would win. But I don't know, like, the thing is, like, I like that it's going to be Shane versus The Undertaker, but I'm not excited because it's that match. I'm excited because it's Shane's match.
Yeah, like, it's a strange one because Shane against The Undertaker should be, like, such an odd match. But I'm actually really looking forward to that. I think that's the one match at WrestleMania that is really going to stand out for me. That's the one that I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, definitely. I think the card will probably get even stronger as we like, get further at WrestleMania, but for now, like, some of them feel a bit odd, like Ryback versus Kalisto. Like, what the hell is that all about?
It's so strange. We've got winners in this simulation. We've got new tag team champions. The League of Nations shocking the world. I can't see that happening tonight. Surely that's not going to happen.
Oh, James mentioned a brand split. Is that something you'd want to see now?
I've seen a few people actually mention that in the comments. It is something I would love to see, to be honest. It's something that I think I didn't like at the time, but if they bring it back now, we've got so much talent. It solves that problem with Breeze. I think Breeze is someone that if they had SmackDown as a separate brand now, I think he would be able to like get a much better push than ending up being a jobber on Raw. Would you prefer to see it?
Yeah, I'm in two minds because like, I really like how there's not that many people at the minute, but at the same time, like, I'd love that kind of brand split, especially between the McMahons.
I think it'd be awesome, like having Shane on Raw, and I know like Stephanie and Triple H were supposed to walk away if they actually got beat, but I think we'll probably see them stick around. I could maybe see, you know, we've had Steph as the GM of SmackDown in the past. I would actually like to see that again.
Yeah.
So we've got like McMahon versus McMahon with the brand split, and it's kind of ratings war at the same time. It's not exactly WWF against WCW, but I think that would be really cool. Like McMahon's going up against each other on each show.
See, I think something like I'd really love is because obviously NXT is like the product of Triple H. I'd kind of like him to see him rally all of NXT like against Raw with Shane McMahon. I think that'd be something good.
I think that would be really cool. Thinking about it, if we had Shane on Raw, we had Steph on SmackDown, what we could actually have is Triple H like as NXT, his baby. That'd be really cool. I
Yeah.
think like all three of them all competing. It'll be great for
I
pay per
think they
views.
kind of need. I think they kind of need to bring SmackDown back up to that level it was a few years ago, where it was better than Raw. It's kind of like slumped down again now, so I think it kind of needs that kick up the ass.
I think it really does. I think this is something that'll really kind of kickstart things.
I do hope so, because we've seen some like awesome promos, so hopefully it just like continues on.
It should be awesome if it does. What I'm going to do, I'm going to set up a match at the minute. I'm going to probably do. This is an online match, so I'll invite someone into it. We haven't got like a triple threat on it, have we? On the card, it's all one on one.
Yeah, it's all one on one.
Right, what I'll do, I'll set this up. If someone wants to send us a message to the gamer tag M0TS IE84, or
Mr.
alternately,
Creepy Boss is saying he wants to.
if
He's left me like a lot of messages on Twitter.
actually, I tell you what, if someone sends us a tweet at Smack Network, send us your gamer tag and I'll send you an invite.
A little nose is going off from like the conversation we've just had. If this
I would actually like to see that. I've actually got a friend request there, just real quick, from Creepy Boss. So what I'll do is I'll accept that, and I'll set this match up for him. And then if we do get time, I can invite someone. All right, I'm getting a lot of friend requests now. I didn't think that through. See, what I was wanting to do was set this up for Brock Lesnar against Bray Wyatt, and then you could have been in as my manager. That's going to be a really good one. I mean, we'll probably, if we get time, we'll simulate that in the stream next or play that online.
you tried to crucify Stephanie.
I have to say though, Stephanie, that promo that she cut last week, that was absolutely awesome. I'm surprised it didn't really like pick up too much on it this week. Like with Shane there, it seems to be all Shane and Vince at the minute. But I love the stuff that they do with Steph.
Yeah, definitely the past two promos, like she's cut like it was like last week and then I think it was a fortnight before. She was incredible. Like that's like the stuff like I fell in love with like when I was younger.
It's so cool. I think like brother sister stuff, it always works like so well.
I definitely think like the future of the WWE is like in really good hands.
I think going forward, I think it's only going to get better at the moment.
A lot of people are leaving the gamer tags in the chat, so you should definitely send them to Twitter so we can keep an eye on them.
Yeah, guys, if you can, if you send us it,
filling up.
if you send it through Twitter, I'll be able to like pick it up a bit quicker on there. Just with the chat, it scrolls so fast, it's really hard. I'm just trying to keep up with it. Mr. Creepy Boss, if you're listening, I've sent you an invite, so if you want to join the game, you can choose Ambrose or Triple H, and I'll choose the other. Elle, what do you think my chances are of winning this?
0.
Thanks for that support. That's what I can always count on.
Well, you never got very far with Triple H in the tournament, so maybe you should be Dean Ambrose.
Hey, I was never pinned in that last match.
And you never won either, so...
Well, I didn't get pinned. I'm going to hold on to that.
A lot of people are talking about AJ Lee in the chat as well.
AJ Lee would be awesome to return. I think she walked away at the wrong time with this Divas Revolution. She's kind of missed out on it. Are you missing her? Because we've talked CM Punk. What about AJ?
I wouldn't say I'd missed...
Yeah, I think like they might come back together. It'll be a bit of a package that we get with them. That'd be really cool, actually. I don't think Triple H would be too happy with that, especially Vince.
Talk screwed smack talk.
I did. I screwed myself out of that. You know what screwed us was the targeting, because it was so like. Or we're trying to do it on the like automatic targeting. Targeting is so bad in this game. I really hope 2K kind of fix that for 2K17.
Yeah, it's one of the only things that I'm not too fussed on in this game, especially like triple threats and even tag team matches. It just goes all over the place.
It really does. It's just a complete nightmare. What I'm going to do with this, I haven't got a response yet from Mr. Creepy Boss. It says that he's in SharePlay at the minute. So what I'll do is I'll send another invite to someone else. If you've sent us a friend request, I'll pick someone from there. I'm gonna get so I've already got so many. It keeps popping up on the screen. I'm gonna use that as my like excuse if I get beat here.
No, I don't think it'll be Stephanie versus Ronda, not this year. Maybe next year, but Ronda's pretty busy.
I think maybe next year for that.
I don't think.
I think if she'd been undefeated in UFC, I think it probably would have been this year.
Yeah.
I think she'd have walked away from it.
It's probably like diminished her value at WWE, which is kind of sad, but
It does. I think there'll probably be a point where she does end up in it one day. But I think it's probably going to be a while. I think she'll go back to UFC and try and get that championship back. I think she'll probably want to do that before she steps away from it.
yeah, definitely. Headless Smile said he's excited for Triple H's WrestleMania entrance. That's always like a huge spectacle, so I definitely can't wait.
It'll be awesome. Whoever he comes out as, we got Terminator last year and he ended up in the game. So maybe if he dresses up this year, we could get an extra, special character in the game next year. That would be really cool. Although saying that, I haven't used Terminator once.
I don't think I've used like half of the roster.
Do people in the chat, have you used the Terminator at all in the game this year? I think I only used it just to see what his entrance was like, and that was pretty much it.
I don't think I've even done that.
It's pretty cool the way they've done it. It's just like in the film. We've got someone in here, so we've got the Legend USA joining. So I'll stick with Triple H, and I'll stick with Triple H since I was in the tournament. Maybe I can do a little bit better this time. So if he wants to go Dean Ambrose, we'll play out the championship match tonight. See what happens with this one.
A lot of people are saying they haven't used him or they've only used him once.
I think that's probably like the thing with it. I don't think he's going to be someone that is very popular. I would much prefer to get a Legend as the pre-order bonus. Like, I don't think it works too well when you've got like Terminator or someone from like film or TV.
The funny thing is, like, I remember like everyone being like really excited about it, but when it comes to it, like nobody really uses it. So what's the point? But I think it's something unique about the game.
Yeah, it's good to have something unique in there. It's just, I don't know, I would prefer someone else. I think I preferred Fred Durst in, like, was it SmackDown Just Bring It?
Oh god, yeah, I forgot about that.
That was pretty good. He come out in a car, like, bouncing around with Rolling. So much better than Terminator.
And it was like an epic song, so
It was so cool. I want to see The Undertaker come out with that again on his bike. I want to see American Badass Undertaker. Legend, if you press start, we should be able to start this now. There we go. I'm actually surprised the servers are working.
Oh. Yeah, so I don't like jinx it, it might go down. Madness said, would you want Kurt Angle to return?
I would love Kurt Angle to return. You know, I would love to see Kurt Angle in NXT. Samoa Joe, kind of rekindle what I had in TNA.
Oh yeah, I'd really like that. But then at the same time, like, I want him to do something, say with someone like Triple H, so, I don't know.
I think there's like so many dream matches with Kurt Angle because we've missed out on so much. He's been away for so long. There's so many superstars come in that weren't there when he left. It's got to be like 6 years or something.
It feels like ages.
What would your Kurt Angle dream match be?
Oof.
If you were to have one more match
really
to retire?
one. I'd probably say like a rehash of like the Brock Lesnar one.
That's a great call, actually. Lesnar and Angle again.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Oh, poor Angle. He's going to have another broken neck. All those suplexes. He's probably the one guy that can, you know, do the same to Lesnar and suplex him all over the place.
Well, he said it'd be like his final match, so it wouldn't matter too much.
And just go all out. It doesn't matter if he breaks his neck. Big Daddy's saying Angle's been gone for 10 years. 10 years? Really?
I was thinking, was it 10?
It's a long time.
Because if you think about it, he's been huge in TNA for years, so it could quite possibly be that long.
It probably is like something like that. Like it was so long ago when we actually think about Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle.
I'm trying to think of someone like I think could return and probably go to NXT.
Do you think Angle would? Do you think he's the kind of person that would go to NXT?
I definitely think he would. I think like he's probably, I don't want to use the word nice, but I think he's invested enough to do something like NXT.
I would love to see that. I think he'd really enjoy it as well. Like, we've got Rhino and people like that's gone NXT and it's kind of rejuvenated them. I think it'd be perfect for Angle.
Definitely, I think that's a great thing about NXT, that you can have like these past legends like just walk through, have like a little spat with someone and then just walk on again, because of like how they film it and stuff. So it's definitely like a great machine, or whatever you want to call it.
It really is. Like, I think NXT as well, getting some kind of feud in there, it's always centered around it, and it's not like overdone the way it is on the main roster.
Yeah, like I'd love to see someone like Rikishi, something, because I'm a huge fan of Rikishi. Just like him as like a random match that totally made my year.
It'd be so cool.
I'm trying to think of like legends, like obviously the Hardy Boys would be a great one, but probably never happen, not for a long time.
I think there's got to be a day when the Hardys do return. I still think it'll be a while. Matt Hardy's actually doing an amazing job in TNA.
Yeah, that's what I love about TNA, like they can make like huge stars out of people who were just like in tag divisions and things.
The job that they've done with Drew Galloway, that's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Ethan Carter, like these people that kind
Ethan
of just
Carter,
got thrown away from WWE, pushed aside. They've done like an amazing job just reinventing them.
There was like a lot of talk recently that TNA were like selling up and they were going to find a new buy. Do you think like maybe Triple H could possibly buy TNA because he's like going to these places like Evolve and things? Do you think there'd be like anything there?
I think it'd be really interesting if he was to. It's a dream situation, but Shane buying TNA, because there's a lot of like people talking about how there's like animosity between the McMahons because of Shane walking away, and I think if that was the case, Shane going out on his own, buying TNA and actually going up against them, I think that would be like really cool. Not storyline, but like just legit.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It'd be I think it'd do like a world of good to TNA and probably save them for a good few years.
It'd be really cool. It's just the way that sort of Dixie's running at the minute. I think storyline-wise, they're doing things well, but there's so many problems with the organisation.
I think that's the thing, like, Tanner, like, as soon as they get that momentum going, like, they used to have, I think they're definitely going to great things again, because they do have, like, a great roster, and these people that, I know some of them were in WWE and things, they've made huge stars out of them and made them so much better that it's like, how can you not enjoy them?
I totally agree. Is Triple H setting up for a pedigree, yeah? Is this going to be it? Elle, you didn't have any faith in his... How's this going to turn out?
Well, the Shane's a bit behind, so you've only just done a DDT, like, according to us.
Oh, he kicks out, late 2 count. I've actually got my ass kicked in this match. I somehow managed to reverse the signature. It's so hard trying to stream, talk, and play at the same time.
Big Daddy P says you need some tea or coffee. I think I'm with him on that one.
You're not going to be drinking tonight? No drinking games?
Well, I was tempted, but I think I'll save it for tomorrow.
Give yourself a night off.
Yeah, I'll just stick to, like, tea.
I think what we should do after this, should we maybe do Natalya and Charlotte? Do you want to play that?
Yeah, we can do that. No, I'm not Scottish.
Anthony Galvin asks, do you think Seth Rollins will return and turn heel tonight?
I was literally going to read that out. I don't think he'll be heel. I think he's going to be face.
I think he's going to be a huge face when he does return. It'd be a great way to kind of get a double turn and have Seth Rollins come back as a face and Roman Reigns finally go heel.
See, I think that'd be brilliant if Roman Reigns does do that thing we talked about tonight. If he wants to do that and, like, Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns have that thing, and then when Rollins comes back, I think it's said around May, maybe then he could help Ambrose and kind of have, like, those two tagging up for a while instead of, like, him and Roman Reigns.
I think that'd be really cool, actually. I think when he does return, Seth Rollins, I think he's going to be a huge face regardless. Like, Roman Reigns gets booed anyway. I think Rollins is one of them ones that's going to get cheered regardless of how he is actually acting on TV. Unless he does like the Y2J and comes back and doesn't say a thing and he's just completely silent.
Oh, but I hope not, because we need someone who can put, like, a decent promo.
Do you miss Seth Rollins?
I'd probably say I do, yeah. I miss his in-ring skills. I don't miss the storylines he was in, but I definitely miss Seth Rollins, yeah.
Oh, it's something like this could be the end for Dean Ambrose. Second pedigree.
I thought you failed the first one.
Oh, there we go. Triple H retains. Elle, you had no faith in us, and I've shocked the world.
Well, you've shocked the world because you just totally ruined the end of the match.
I totally have. I don't think people are going to be happy with that. I should have let Ambrose win it.
A lot of people say they think that Roman Reigns is going to turn heel.
I think it'd be really cool. I really want to see him actually turn heel. I just want to say, Legend, that was actually a really good match. I was surprised I won that because I reversed 2 of his finishes. I got so lucky.
A lot of people are still wanting matches with you, so they should definitely leave, like, the gamer tags for, like, next time, and then you've got them there.
Yeah, guys, if you want to send your gamer tag over, what I'll do is I'll add a lot of people before the next stream, so then we can kind of set that up. This was kind of a bit late planned to actually play people, so I hadn't really thought it through. Hopefully next time we can get a couple of multi-man matches in when it comes down to WrestleMania, and maybe we can play a couple of them, get a few people in there. Elle, what I'll do is I'll invite you to this one.
Yeah.
Do you want to go Charlotte or Natalya? Who are you going to go with?
I'll go with Natalya for a change.
Reese Spears is asking who's better at FIFA, me or Delzinski? Obviously me. If anyone watched the last video me and Delzinski done on FIFA, what you didn't see was if you actually watched my version, my controller, the batteries actually died when Dill scored. That was the only reason he won that match, and it was like in stoppage time after 90 minutes, so I couldn't come back from it. But he didn't bother telling anyone about that.
Well, it was probably like the only game he'd played, like apart from wrestling as well, so he probably wanted the bragging rights.
That was probably the reason, to be honest. He's just holding on to that victory. It seems so weird doing this and not having to actually use.
Oh god, yeah, that's a really good Charlotte car as well.
It's pretty good. I was just looking through it. I've only just downloaded it. I think it was by Eamon. I can't remember the numbers after it, but he's someone that I've featured before. Guys, you'll have to let us know in the comments what do you think of the Charlotte core. Should I be showcasing it? I think we've got a couple of Diva showcases up for Wednesday. I'm going to try and do 2 on a Wednesday in future. So 1 PlayStation, 1 Xbox. So let us know what you think of this one. Have you seen a better one? I think this is probably the best one I've seen tonight.
Yeah, I definitely think that's like the best one I've seen. I hadn't seen that until now. But interesting question, Vegetar wants to know who's better, me or you?
I think we're about to find out.
Well, I think it's me, but...
See, you think. I know, that is the difference. I've got a feeling this isn't even going to work, though, to be honest.
Oh, you had to go and jinx it. That's the only way you're going to get out of this match, like, alive.
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. See how this goes down. I'm sure I beat you last time. Did we have a match the last time we played? I'm sure I won that.
What do you mean you sure you don't even remember what it was? So how can you be sure that you won?
I can't remember who we played as, but I'm pretty sure that I won it. Vegeta says the Charlotte car is an 8 out of 10.
And El Gonzalo, if that's how you pronounce it, he says he wants to see it showcased. So I definitely think you should do that one.
I think so. I think I'm going to definitely have to check this one out and do a showcase on it because it looks so good at the moment. Hopefully we'll get to the match and we can see what it looks like.
Someone just mentioned the Money in the Bank. I totally forgot about Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank? This year's Money in the Bank?
Yeah. I forgot about the whole process.
Who do you think's actually going to win that this year?
Someone in the chat said Neville, but it's a tough one because there's a lot of people who are like kind of of the same caliber.
There's so many people. I think there's so many names this year that could win it. I'm going to put this name out there and say Sami Zayn.
See, I think that one's probably a bit predictable.
It
that's
is,
like
but
the first one that came into my head.
It's a name that you could push straight into the main picture. You could even like continue Sami Zayn and Owens fighting over the briefcase. Maybe put it on the line between them.
See, I think it's probably not very practical and not many would probably agree, but I'd love someone like, say like Tyler Breeze to win, someone who you wouldn't necessarily expect, and then it kind of forces them to push him.
It would be cool.
That is a really great Charlotte car.
It looks really good looking at this. Guys, you have to download this one.
If I lose as well, it's because of the lag.
Yeah, I'm lagging all over the place because I'm actually like streaming at the minute, so you can't use that excuse. It's not going to work this time.
A lot of people are saying Dean Ambrose, Cesaro. That'd be a great choice, Cesaro.
I would love to see Cesaro come back and win it. I think that is something that could really help to push him into that main event.
Could you see someone like... Oh, go on.
I was just going to say, I think like in terms of Cesaro, he doesn't seem to be the guy that they want to push that far. So I think Money in the Bank would be perfect to get him into the title picture.
I think that's the thing, something like Money in the Bank, kind of like how the Royal Rumble should work. Should be someone expected, it shouldn't be like something so obvious. It should be like something that can create a totally new star or like raise someone who you wouldn't like be behind already. So I kind of hope they do. choose someone new and not someone that we've seen for like the past year.
Yeah, I think that was the disappointment with Sheamus. If it was a new guy, I think everyone would have been behind it. But because it was Sheamus and it was someone that's already been a world champion, you kind of want to see someone new.
Well, what about Finn Balor?
Finn Balor would be amazing. Maybe we could put some NXT names in Money in the Bank this year.
Would you want want the amount of people in the match to go up, or would you keep it the same?
I don't know, to be honest. I think... How many did we have last year? Was it 8? 6? I think we had an odd number.
I think it's around 8.
I think it was probably around 8 last year. I think that's pretty much like a perfect number, really.
Yeah. Uri said Nakamura could win.
I think prediction-wise, people should let me know in the chat. We're both trying to reverse nothing here. People should let me know who they think's going to win this match, Natalya or Charlotte.
Apparently Becky Lynch is injured, someone's just said. That is like really bad timing.
That is awful timing if that's the case. I didn't know about that. I was checking out news today and I'd never seen any mention of it. One of my friends...
I'm going to win Money in the Bank.
says you will win Money in the Bank. I don't know. You fancy your chances?
Yeah.
Who would you have in a
Rumble
Divas?
yeah.
You did? Who would you have in a Divas Money in the Bank? Do you think we'll see one of them this year?
I think the only one that like springs to mind is probably like someone like Sasha Banks.
I think that'd be really cool. I think what they need to do is have like a Money in the Bank briefcase for the Divas.
I can't see why they couldn't do it. I just wouldn't want it on a flip like something. Oh.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think like it's a good way to get like so many of the Divas involved as well. I would love it to be at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Mine's lagging big time.
Mine was just freezing there. I got a bad feeling about this. You know what it is though? It's probably because I've got a signature. Oh, it has as well. You're still in my game on this. So does this mean if I win, technically I haven't beat you?
Well, I'm going to make sure I win on mine and I'm going to screenshot it.
You're going to have to record it and share it.
Yeah, I will.
So what's your prediction for the match itself then? Charlotte or Natalya?
I think you have to go with Charlotte. It makes no sense to have Natalya win. I think we'll probably get some BAD interaction.
I think they'll probably be involved somehow. I think someone will get involved. Sasha, like, I would think is probably the obvious one to come down.
Yeah, either that or Ric Flair.
Yeah, Rick's probably going to try and steal a kiss from Natalya.
Either that or throw his jacket on the head.
He's bound to do something. I'm struggling here because I don't know what Charlotte's signature is.
Shocking. The spear.
Is that a signature? I thought that was like second finisher.
She's got like a ton of finishes.
I'm going to set up for it here. That really didn't work.
I've just reversed her spear on mine.
Oh, she's got kind of a neck break on this.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So lots of people in the chat saying Charlotte. I think that is pretty much the obvious one now. I think throwing it together at the last minute and Natalya not being kind of in this Divas picture for WrestleMania, I think that kind of means the writing's on the wall.
John Roberts has just said something like really interesting that I love. Maybe Charlotte will...
Can I just say the match has just ended, so on my stream it's a victory for Charlotte.
Well, it wasn't on my...
Are you still playing on yours? I don't know if I believe this.
I'm just going to blame your internet.
Blame my internet. We've got 10 minutes till the pay-per-view starts. So I was going to try and fit in another online match, but I think what I'm going to do is just simulate Bray Wyatt and Brock Lesnar, so we can maybe start to wrap this up. We haven't really talked about this match. Do you see Brock Lesnar just dominating the same way he has in the other specials? Because he's took on Kofi, Big Show I think it was, and he just dominated them. They're really quick matches. Do you think this is going to be the same thing?
I kind of hope it's not going to be too short, because like, I really wanted to see this for like WrestleMania and things, so hopefully we get like, I'd say our money's worth, but I think it should be a great match. I just hope like they go all out and not rush it.
Yeah, I hope it's not one of them ones where it's just a really like quick squash and it's just suplex after suplex. I kind of want to see like a bit more storyline on this, because there's kind of history with the Royal Rumble, and Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family actually eliminating Lesnar, so they took that spot away at WrestleMania from him.
I think this is like, I know like we've said it a lot, but like because there's a huge gap between like Royal Rumble and WrestleMania, like they've done like weird things. Like it looked like we were going to have like Bray Wyatt versus Brock Lesnar, then it was Dean Ambrose versus Brock, but now it's Dean Ambrose versus Triple H, and then somehow it's going to go back to Dean Ambrose versus Brock, so it's really strange. I think they probably should have planned for Roadblock first, and then WrestleMania.
I think so. I think kind of Roadblock as well. It's one of them ones where it's been announced quite late, so they haven't really like planned too much going into this. I think this was probably the original idea, to have Bray Wyatt and Lesnar at WrestleMania, and for whatever reason they've kind of nixed that and gone with Ambrose instead. I just hope there's a curveball. I think if Ambrose was to win the title tonight, it'd completely change things. I really don't see that happening. But I would have loved to see actually Bray Wyatt and Lesnar actually at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think I definitely would have preferred to see that at WrestleMania. I just think that probably if Dean Ambrose doesn't have that match with Brock, he probably wouldn't have had one at all.
It's strange because he's faced pretty much everyone and lost. Like, the people on the entire roster. Maybe he can take on Tyler Breeze. Maybe you get a win there.
I see, that'd be perfect.
So I think that's probably one that Bray Wyatt could win. I'm not really fancying his chances tonight. I don't think he's going to be able to stop the Beast. The new face of fear, it's not a very scary face, is it?
Well, and he never wins in a pay-per-view, so...
I can't remember the last time he did. He's really taking it to Brock Lesnar in this match.
It's probably the only match he'll win.
Guys, let me know in the chat, what's your prediction for this? Is it going to be the obvious Brock Lesnar? Or does Bray Wyatt actually stand a chance in this one?
It's a shame because it'd be like a really good match, like, aside from like all the past things.
It would. Would you prefer to say like a fatal four-way? If we had like Lesnar beat Bray Wyatt and go into the championship picture, maybe Ambrose as well. Even 5 if we had Bray Wyatt in there. Or would you prefer just stick with Triple H and Roman Reigns, get that out of the way?
Yeah, I think I'd stick with 2 separate matches, because you can have like the brutality of Brock versus Dean Ambrose, because you know both of them are going to go all out, and then have a bit more of a brawl between Triple H and Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I'm hoping that is the case. I don't really want to see a wrestling match. And Bray Wyatt going for a count out here.
I don't want to see Brock Lesnar buried under chairs or tables or anything though.
Yeah, if he goes up against Ambrose, like that's bound to be the thing that happens. It's like Ambrose gimmick, the chairman of the WWE.
A lot of people are saying that they'd like Bray Wyatt to face Triple H.
Well, they kind of teased that on Raw, with kind of them facing off after the Wyatts had took out Ambrose. It got such a good reaction as well. I think it's something that people would actually like to see.
It's probably one that I didn't originally think about, but I definitely think it'd be good.
I think it'll be a great feud. I think the Wyatt family, like as a collective, going up against the Authority, I'm surprised that they've never actually done that. I thought that would have been a good way to go about it.
Do you think the Wyatt family would work as a face because of like how the characters are, or...?
I think it all depends against who they go up against. I think the Authority, someone like that, I think that would kind of work.
John Roberts said apparently Brock Lesnar's supposed to be taking a break after WrestleMania.
Does he not have a break pretty much every month? He's barely on TV.
I was thinking that.
To be honest, when you watch him, he looks absolutely knackered within the first 30 seconds. He turns like beetroot red.
What the hell was that?
Have you got ghostly going on? So your lights going on off again?
Someone just like shouted in the chat. Strange.
Anthony Galvin says, do you think the Shield will attack Triple H at WrestleMania? Could that be a way to get Roman the title?
It could, like, I think they'd like it, but not to get Roman the title.
I think it'd be cool to see the Shield reunite, but I don't know if I want to see it just yet.
Yeah, it doesn't feel right at the minute. Like, I know we said, like, it was at one of the pay-per-views, like we said it felt right for them to, like, reunite, but I don't know, at the minute, I don't think it's time.
Yeah, I think it's something that is going to happen in the future anyway, but I don't think it's something that needs to be rushed.
Oh, look, the douchebags then in the chat.
I was just going to point that out. Total douchebag.
I like how he doesn't bother like any of our other streams that aren't on WWE, but because it's WWE, he's straight in.
Well, that's the thing. If he says something WWE related, he's going to come in there.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll get his comeuppance tomorrow night, though. Unless he cancels onward and we don't get to play GTA.
Yeah. I sense like him cancelling.
Bray Wyatt's going to Suplex City here. Looks like it could be the end. It's a good time for Dale to actually join this because he's such a big Bray Wyatt fan. He now gets to see him get buried by Brock Lesnar.
Oh, apparently GTA is on.
I would be very
shocked.
surprised. I would be really surprised if he goes through with that.
Anthony says, who do you think will debut on WWE next? I can't talk, I'm tired.
From NXT?
Yeah.
I would probably say Finn Balor, but I think it's going to be after WrestleMania.
It's a strange one because it's kind of predictable.
I don't know, maybe Samoa Joe, someone like that.
That's who I was thinking. I was thinking Samoa Joe because that kind of feels like a natural progression.
I think that'd be cool. I think he's someone I would love to see on the main roster as well. Dale's asking.
Do you think he'd get a big enough push?
I think he might actually. Dale was asking who's playing as Bray Wyatt, but this is just AI at the moment. So he can't complain about my skills. I was hoping that was going to end there because the pay-per-view, guys, is just about to start. So if you want to head off and watch that, Bray Wyatt taking out Brock Lesnar, yeah, this could be it. Lesnar's totally no-sold his finisher.
Sounds about right.
Paul Heyman is working wonders at ringside. And there we go. That ended pretty much perfect timing. So Brock Lesnar defeating Bray Wyatt. Poor Delzinski, he joins the chat, and his man Bray Wyatt goes down at the hands of the beast, Brock Lesnar.
Oh, he's gone on a rant now.
Well, I'm sure he'll be ranting tonight at Roadblock. So guys, if you haven't, make sure to follow him on Twitter as well. You can kind of stay in touch with that. I'm sure he's going to be moaning. He always is when Bray Wyatt's involved, especially when he gets beat. He's got no chance against Lesnar. I think this is a perfect simulation. Suplex City all day. It's the end for the Year of Worlds. So guys, I think that brings it to the end of this stream then. And like I say, Roadblock is just about to start, so I hope you all enjoy that. Elle, is there anything else you want to add?
I just want to say I hope everyone enjoys Roadblock and hopefully it's as good as it could be.
Hopefully we'll get a few things different in there. It's not all too easy to predict. I hope they do like throw a few curveballs in there. But guys, I hope you enjoy the show. I hope you've enjoyed this live stream. We'll have to do it again sometime. It's always good just getting to chat with people. And hopefully next time we'll get a few more people involved and a couple more online matches at the same time. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the chat. Until next time, catch you later.
Bye.